Okay, guys, food truckers around Texas. I got good news and I got bad news. I don't know which one would you like first, but the state of Texas, okay, for food truck operators across the state of Texas, will soon face a new statewide licensing system as law taking effect July 1st of 2026. Okay, the shifts permitting authorities from local health departments to the state. What does that mean? Okay, under House Bill 2844, mobile food vendors will be required to obtain a license from the Texas Department of State of Health and Services. So, existing permits issued by local agencies, including the, for instance, Wichita Falls, Wichita County Public Health Districts, will no longer be valid. Ha! What does that mean, Mr. We don't like big government. We don't like government in our business. What happened there? Okay, well, this is what happened. Local municipalities, in other words, they used to do it their way. In other words, they brought in a little cash by inspecting your food truck, directing you towards the right path. Hey, man, this is what you need to do to start your food truck business. For instance, planning, commissary, inspection, the zoning laws, and so forth, right? So, well, now the county won't be able to do it, but the state, good luck with that. You might be waiting on an inspector for 10 months and shit, and they'll never show up. That's how big government works, right, Mr. We don't like big government. We don't like government in our business. It's we the people. Yeah, my goodness. Well, supporters say, the law says, in other words, the change will simply simplify regulations by allowing food trucks to operate throughout Texas under a single state license rather than obtaining permits from multiple local jurisdictions. Okay, you live in Long Island, you live in Nassau County, you want to sell in Manhattan, you know what? You could don't have to buy a permit in Manhattan. Yeah, right. Okay. Well, you try and park in Manhattan and see what happens. These guys are like immune to the tickets, okay? They're like, oh, whatever. I got 3 yesterday. I mean, they make enough money to pay these tickets. Not bad. So if you do live in Nassau County, now you can get a state license from Albany, New York, and then you know what? I can spread out through the whole state. The only thing is nobody does that. No one takes their big-ass 26-foot truck like I got, trailer, that I'm going to decide to be in Maryland tomorrow, and then I can be in Ocean City the day after. No, you burn out and you get tired, and most of the places you go to are probably dangerous. You might get hurt. I've seen a lot of food truck owners become victims because they're just in the wrong place in the wrong time. So back to the subject, I don't think anybody is going to float around the state. Okay? Well, if you say, I live in Orange County, and then I want to do Orange County. Orange County is wide. Orange County is big. Why would I want to go to Osceola County? Why would I want to go to Seminole County, for instance? I'm comparing like Long Island, which is Nassau County, to like Cypress Hills, Brooklyn, which is Kings County. You know what I mean? That's just another gouge, another way that food trucks, like I said, food trucks are being noticed. Guys, restaurants are closing down. Somebody's going to start lobbying into this very food truck business. So you keep your food truck. I keep encouraging you, don't get rid of your food truck. Park it somewhere and think it over, because what's coming, food trucks will be the shit. All right, let's move on. So therefore, some food truck owners, however, says, well, they remain uncertain about the new system that will be implemented. In what cost? At what cost? Well, they'll face another. For instance, I think Texas, it was in the hundreds. I believe it was in the 300s. Like in Florida, hotels and restaurants kind of regulate. They regulate anything hospitality, from a bar license to a food truck license. The DBPR gets involved. My Florida license, DBPR, and then hotels and restaurants. You get your inspection, you're ready to go. But you got to remember, DBPR, myfloridalicense.com, DHS, FDA, CDC. Good luck with that one. And all these guys are connected. You know how they are connected? I'm going to tell you how. For instance, if there's an outbreak, somebody gets sick, that has to be reported. That one somebody could make another person sick. You take a cross-contamination problem into an endemic and then a pandemic and an epidemic. It goes on. So these organizations have to be there to regulate. Wait a minute. Somebody just got sick from that restaurant, but we got 10 more complaints. That's when they step in. So regardless, they're all connected. The only thing is, when we have a government, yeah, it can work. It'll work soon. We shall overcome, right? Okay. Well, is it going? How much is it? Let's talk price. Actually, it is $1,200 per year. Oh, there's a lady there. She sells coffee, Chickad's coffee. She says she has two, I think, right? Several operators said the new licensing and inspection fees could exceed what they currently pay under local permitting services. Now, Florida charge you twice. Florida, you got to get the DBPR, which is the hotel and restaurant license, which is $400. And then you got to go down to your local county. If you live in Lee County, you got to go to Lee County and get something called a tax receipt in order for you to operate locally. Oh, gosh, this is a red state. I don't want no big government. These people don't keep their promises. This is campaign talk. What do you mean big? You sit there and you believe that. Okay, well, the pros being you're going to be able to go anywhere. Big deal. Who floats with a damn food truck? You might go to the airport with gas $7 a fucking gallon. Yeah, fine. Good luck. Most of these trucks are V8s, if not bigger. Okay. Like I always say, find yourself a spot and make yourself known, and customers will come to you. It will take time. So as of Texas, as of July 1st, there you go. I just handed it to you. And guys, leave a comment. Let me know. Hey, food truck news. It's a new thing. Chef John, Grab and Go Concessions. Until next time.